Coming on up, let's recap yesterday, get in some bets on what appears to be a slow action, but I've got two really good bets for you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your host, Jason Mattis, with Winning Bets as always. Thanks for hanging out with me on the Thursday edition here of Winning Bets, where we give out daily free sports picks every single day. And as you guys can see, the CJ McCollum jersey arrives. I tell you what, I've never owned NBA jerseys. Like this is a good jersey. It feels good. It's got some real good quality here. Everything's good about this jersey. So CJ McCollum, yeah, the money train, baby. So hopefully Brad will get his jersey in the next couple days, and he'll like his as much as I do mine. Like I said, just a good quality jersey, and I look forward to doing another jersey giveaway here in the near future. Hopefully the player that we buy his jersey doesn't immediately go out then and break his foot, and he has to miss over a month or so of the action. So that was really unfortunate there, but can't do anything about it. Just really unfortunate. Got the jersey jinx, I guess. So let's go ahead and recap yesterday. We know that most of our action yesterday was in soccer and the NBA. We'll start off with soccer because it was first. There we go. Congratulations if you tailed me on the soccer. Win a nice 5-0 and plus 5.54 units. That's what I'm talking about right there. Lots of good games yesterday went our way. We started off with that City and United. That was a parlay that we did. Manchester United won that game 2-1. If you haven't seen the highlights from that one, Paul Pogba had a really nice shot there. And about the 75th minute, took it on his left foot from just outside the 18-yard box. Hit it side net. Just a beautiful winner there for Manchester United. In terms of City, they dominated the game. I mean, Aston Villa had some good spurts, had some good looks at the goal, but they couldn't convert any. And City got two late goals, one off a penalty. That was a result of a handball, and then Bernardo Silva had a really nice shot there by himself, actually at the top of the 18 box. His was more dead center, but he hit his left-footed. He is a left-footed guy, but his was also equally as nice, sailed right in the back of the net. So that was a nice cash. Then we did the same parlay with those two teams, but we added on Bayern. Boy, Bayern is struggling. We know that they lost in the German Cup game to a Bundesliga 2 team. They're squeaking out wins. Yesterday's win was 1-0, and they scored their only goal on a penalty. And Augsburg actually missed a penalty late in the game, or maybe that ends in a 1-1 draw. So we're lucky and unfortunate there to get the win, but Bayern does what Bayern does. They end up getting the win, so that was nice. Then we did the City and United. We parlayed them, but we also took over 1.5 in both of those games, so we obviously know that cash. Then we did two prop bets. Manchester City over 5.5 shots on target. I think they ended up with around maybe 8 or 9 or so shots on target, so that was a nice good cash for us. That one cashed I think relatively early there in the second half. And then we did Fulham and United over 23.5 total shots. That game ended up with, I think, 25 or 26 total shots. So that was another nice, good cash there. But all in all, good day in soccer yesterday. What we needed after having a really terrible Monday. So we went 5-0 in soccer and plus 5.54 units. Can we hear that cash register again? Let's hear that sucker again. There it is. Guys, just love that sound. We haven't heard that sound enough this week, but feels good to ring it on in now. Now let's jump it over to the NBA, see how the NBA fared. NBA was a little rough. We ran into some tough luck. Started off with that Blake Griffin one. He was going to hit under 14.5 points, but then the Hawks started making a comeback late in that game, and they went ahead and pulled him off the bench and threw him back in the game. He ended up hitting a 2-point shot and one of his free throws, so he ended up with 17 points. That one's unfortunate. Like I said there, I'll be looking to make that bet again. That doesn't deter me from that. Just ran into some unfortunate luck there. DeAndre Hunter, he was on the Hawks. He didn't play in that game. He was out with an injury, which they announced that really late, obviously, or the bet wouldn't have obviously been available. So he's got a little bit of a knee problem, so we'll look to get back on him once he gets healthy. Victor Oladipo, he came through over 21.5 points. A really bad shooting night. He was the reason why we missed the other prop. He did not hit three-pointers. He only had one three-pointer. Just a really bad shooting night for him. There was at one point, he was 1 for 7 shooting. Another point later in the game, he was 2 for 10 shooting. So he got hot a little bit there late in the first half, which we needed. Ended the first half with 11 points and then got 11 more points in that second half. He ended with 22. So, barely went over it. But, that's from a bad shooting night. So from a bad shooting night, we got to cash. So Victor Oladipo may be one of those players we look to ride here going in the future, as long as he's got some good matchups like he did last night there. So overall, though, or the next bet there was Hawks minus 5.5. I guess we'll take it. I mean, we lose Blake Griffin because the Hawks make a comeback, but the Hawks actually gave us better return on our money. So, we were gonna cash Blake Griffin, then we were gonna lose as Hawks minus 5.5. But I guess we actually got the result we wanted in terms of flip flopping, those two outcomes, because the Hawks were, just a better return on our money. So they ended up cashing 5.5, or minus 5.5. Rockets was the one that really made us so we lost money the night in the NBA. They were at plus 5.5 and lost by 6 points. And just to kind of mention again Oladipo's bad shooting night, he attempted a three with about 8 or 9 seconds left to go in the game. Of course, he missed it. He was missing almost everything all night. If he makes that three, then maybe then it's down to free throw. Either way, that's a 3-point game. Then even if the Suns make 2 free throws, it's 5-point game, or maybe they dribble it out. Either way, I just missed a late Oladipo three and we would have gotten it. Missed that one by half a point. That one stings a little bit. That one hurts. I thought that was going to come through for us there. Then obviously we missed the Super 6 parlay. A couple things didn't go our way, including the Nets. Nobody saw that. How about the Nets losing to the Cavs in double overtime? I was nervous. I mentioned it on yesterday's show, being nervous about a win margin, so wanted to just go ahead and take the money line straight. Nets didn't even pull out the win. Struggled most of that game. Every time I looked at that game, the Cavs are winning. I just kept shaking my head every time. But then the Nets come on late in the fourth quarter. But then again, like I said, double overtime, they are unable to pull away. And then our big parlay missed. Rockets covered, 76ers covered. Spurs got their ass kicked. I mean, they got killed. I think they lost that game by like 25 or 30 points. They did not even come anywhere close to showing up. And then Nets didn't get the win, and then Hawks did cover. So all in all, yesterday, in the NBA, we were down 2.3 units, but it was a great day overall because the soccer was such a big winner. So soccer again was plus 5.54 units. NBA was down 2.23 units, and overall on the day was plus 3.31 units. So it just felt really good. You guys remember we went 0-4 on Monday and really set us back. So we're clawing back really nice. Now we're down just a little bit over 1 unit, or a little under 1 unit. We're down so far on the week. So had a real nice solid day. Wednesday was exactly what we need. If we have a nice Thursday, I've got 2 really good bets for you. We get both of these suckers to cash. We'll be back in the positive, and we'll be we're sitting where we need to be as we head on the weekend. That being said, like I said, I've got 2 bets for you. They're both in college basketball. It's St. Francis versus Sacred Heart, and it's Montana versus Sacramento State. You guys know all my research really focuses on the last 3 games, and the team I bet on in both of these games are playing better offensive and defense, whether it's better shooting percentage, defending shooting percentage, 3-point field goals, points scored, points allowed, rebounding. The team I bet on doesn't do it all better, but does a majority of that better. Both teams I bet on are on the home court, so that means I'm taking Sacred Heart, and they're minus 115 over at DraftKings. And then I'm taking Sacramento State at plus 112 over at DraftKings. Really love both these matchups. Obviously think both of these teams will get the win on the home court. They do better than their opponent, so just really, really like that matchup. I am eyeing Let's Go Madrid is playing today against Eibar. That line's currently minus 137 over at DraftKings. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I'm waiting to see on lineups. I may not even pull the trigger because I have a feeling, due to the fact that waiting is going to end up, by the time I do end up making that bet, the line's probably going to be above minus 150. Everybody's, the line's only going to get worse, right? Nobody's betting on Eibar to beat Atletico Madrid. I mean, Atletico Madrid's first in La Liga on the season. Eibar's towards the bottom of the table. So the minus 137 is only going to get worse. And then if one's lineups come out, if I like the lineup enough to bet it, so are other people, and if I can't get it fast enough, it may be above minus 150. So I may, at the end of the day, even though I really like that bet, I may not end up pulling the trigger on that. But as always, you can just look for me on Twitter to know if I end up pulling the trigger on that. And then the NBA, there's only 3 games tonight on the NBA slate. Tough matchups, Lakers, Bucks. That one's really tough. The one matchup I did like was Pelicans versus Jazz, and I really like the Jazz's shooting advantage. But I went to go look at prop bets, and every prop bet I would have made tonight, these two teams played on Tuesday night, and any bet I was thinking about making tonight, they all would have not cashed if relatively the same performance would have happened. So, these two teams played on Tuesday night. They're obviously essentially playing, not a back-to-back, but, I mean, there's a day off, but, they're getting each other back-to-back again here. So I was just put off by that, put off that it was essentially a back-to-back, same opponents, and every bet that I would have made wouldn't have cashed. So I'm just not going to force it. Some days I give you guys 10 bets, some days I give you 1 or 2 bets. Everything I give you, I believe in, and I don't force any action. So I'm just not going to force it there, even though the Jazz do have a shooting advantage. I'm just not going to force any bet on that action. Just going to ride out with these 2 college bets instead. See if we can't get end up in the positive at the end of the day. And then we got NFL tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will all be about the NFL. Get in some bets there on the NFL weekend. Obviously, I'm really excited there. Can't wait for both championship games. Should be a nice weekend there, championship Sunday in the NFL. So make sure you come back there, and we'll give you some plenty of bets there for your NFL weekend. Otherwise, guys, enjoy the basketball game today. Let's go Sacred Heart. Let's go Sacramento State. Let's go nice 2-0 today and be positive and set us up for the weekend. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.